number of African states are currently participating in a pilot program to test statistical methodology developed by the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development and the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime to measure the nature and scope of illicit financial flows, or IFFs, the importance of which has only been emphasized by the global outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Because of IFFs damaging the governance systems within the countries, it is important for countries to engage in this exercise, which also gives them a spillover effect that as they are generating resources, they are also strengthening their governance systems, and in so doing, they are having a stronger economy such that whenever there are issues that require countries to respond quickly, such as the COVID-19 pandemic, they are able to act quickly without having to refer to other sources of funding internationally.
COVID-19 has shown across the globe that essentially the national budgets are under a lot of strain. So on one side, they're losing incomes, on the other hand, they have a lot of extra expenses. And in light of finding financial resources for the public finance, of course, illicit financial flows lend themselves as one of the avenue where, if properly addressed, they could be curbed and they could be somehow transferred or channeled, at least partly, into a public finance.
Although the pandemic was slow in making its ugly head felt in Africa, African countries were quick out of the blocks to try and mobilize resources to respond to the pandemic. And they've mobilized a lot of resources. What we have heard from different sources within these countries is that the pandemic has posed new avenues for people within the system and those who are corrupting the system to try and siphon some of that money outside of the system.
But, PPE corruption, you can look at vaccine corruption, etc., and the rollout of vaccines. So we're seeing a lot of corruption in how they're procured, how they're rolled out, etc. At the same time, we're also seeing a massive increase in cybercrime as people are moving into the online space. And so money is moving cross borders, either illegally or people are being scammed and conned. So we're seeing massive increases in cybercrime.
Even during the pandemic, we know that illegal activities are going on. Whether they're increasing or decreasing, it's maybe still difficult to say, but for sure they're going on, and they are maybe also taking different shapes. So it's very important that we are able to maintain or even to strengthen our capacity on monitoring illicit financial flows. Also in the context of the pandemic.
To join the global statistical move to measure illicit financial flows, visit stats.unctad.org/IFFs or unodc.org.